The hurt is emotional, it's behavioral, and it's spiritual pain. That's what it is. It's those kind of three.
Yes.
You know, it's spiritual, it's behavioral, and it's emotional. Right? When you think about the pain, whatever it is that's causing them to be that way, and you know, I can absolutely relate to that because I used to be very judgmental, BC, and I used to, you know, always.
Oh, you used to be judgmental? I mean,
Yes.
I haven't seen the change. Sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, people.
Excuse me, sir. I'm just kidding.
I had to make y'all laugh.
I know, right? No, but I used to, and you can attest to this, but I used to be very judgmental. So
Yes.
even if, let's just say I saw even like someone coming down here or someone dressed, let's just say they were dressed really nice. It was a girl or whatnot. I always had like, oh, I would always have to point out something that was off with what they were wearing or how they looked, even though they were the most beautiful person walking down.
So you look for the negative things?
Always. And this is
Okay.
why hurt people because I experienced and was suffering from my own insecurities.
Okay.
Right. So I dealt with a lot of insecurities about my own image and how I felt. So because I was hurting inside, it was before I met, you know, my father.
I thought you were going to say your husband.
No,
like,
but
man.
before I met, you know, my father and, you know,
Started that relationship with him.
absolutely. And he showed me and demonstrated to me that, man, I was made in his image and that I am worthy. I am chosen. You know, I'm a royal priesthood. And so, of course, that changed over time. I'm absolutely 100% confident in who I am. It doesn't matter how I look, how I dress. I know who I am in Christ. And I know sometimes it can come across as, oh, you might think you're, you know, highly of yourself. But man, I have Godfidence. Like, I know who I am, you know.
I'm
so,
smirking because I know recently you've been told you have a particular walk. So, and we talked about that off air,
Yes.
you know,
Yes,
about your walk.
you're confident or a weightlifter, whatever you want to call it. I mean, but I'm confident, but I really am. But it's a different type of confidence.
So
But
what
the
you're
thing
saying is that you were on, it wasn't until you had your encounter with God and that relationship started with Jesus Christ that you were on the path to healing
absolutely, yes,
from
because
your insecurities.
and I think it was past relationships. A lot of it was prior relationships to you, right? You know, that I think caused those insecurities and not feeling worthy enough or good enough.
Teen years, preteen, and
Yes,
high school.
you know,
and all
high
that,
school,
yeah.
all of that. I mean, I can't even imagine the people with, I mean, we didn't have like, it was the start of social media, right? When I graduated. But now think about the kids,
Yes.
our kids, and what they're having to face with now everything being broadcasted and out there in
Yes.
social media. And this is what everyone's doing.
Online
And this is
bullies.
how everyone's living. And so it's,
Right.
man, it's at a higher level. So I can't even imagine. But
Right.
I struggled with that. And so I was hurt. And because I was hurt, it's like I had to literally want to almost
find
faults in someone else and to kind of, you know, bring them down with me. You know, it's kind of like that. If I'm not feeling okay or if I don't feel good about
Nobody's
myself,
feeling-
then nobody should be feeling good about themselves. It was kind of in that manner. And so now I'm the opposite and I make it a point, and I don't do this, you know, in like, I do it intentionally in terms of in a good way, but I don't do it. It's not something that I do, to pretend to do or to be fake, but I always compliment. If I like, and I compliment it if I like something, right? I don't do it if I don't like, you know, it doesn't stand out. But if I see any, especially like women, or I don't care if you're young, older, if I see something that's cute that I like or that stands out, I make it a point to verbalize it, to let them know, because I don't know if they're going through the same thing. Maybe they're struggling with some weight gain, or maybe they're struggling with self-image, or maybe they're having a bad day. I don't know. Maybe they're having relationship
That's your
issues.
positive turn on what used to be negative in your life.
Absolutely. It's almost like, man, I'm making up for all of that time, right? BC. And now it's like, I feel like everyone should feel good
loved and
about themselves.
appreciated
Absolutely, because of who
yeah.
they are in Christ, but also because they are beautiful. It doesn't matter what it is. And so I always make it a point, and I don't know if people ever take it like, oh, she's always complimenting me, like, oh, or it's fake. It's not fake. I mean it. It's true, it's real, it's pure, it's from my heart, but it's because I want to be able to encourage them. And if they're facing what I was facing, man, hopefully that kindness, that change can make a difference in their lives.